everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some recipes that I eat every week as a vegan. For those of you who are vegan already or who are trying to eat more plant-based meals, these are going to be some amazing basics and staples for you. I have a really exciting announcement. From today until the 10th of July, I'm going to be sharing the plant-based bundle along with some incredible creators, people in the wellness space, plant-based space, who really care about plant-based eating and living. For only these 10 days, we're going to be selling all of our ebooks and guides, which I think is about 150 of them, for just $50. So to put that into perspective, if you were to buy all of these ebooks and guides individually, it would cost you close to $4,000. My two ebooks alone, Plant Kitchen Comforts and Versatile Vegan, would be, I think, around $32. So if you just spend that little bit extra, you get all of those incredible guides, courses, all dedicated to plant-based living, wellness, to help those of you who are wanting to live a healthier lifestyle and to go vegan, etc. It's all in there, so go check it out. It's only available till the 10th of July, so make sure you don't miss out. I'll leave a link down below, and let's get straight into the video. This is the batter. You leave it to sit for 5 minutes just so it can thicken up, because there's the apple cider vinegar and everything in there, so you want to let it sit and then we can start cooking. Another thing I always do is I always pop the oven on while I'm cooking. It'd help if it was on. And that means that when you're making the pancakes, if you want them all nice and hot, you can have it at a really low temperature, put them on a plate in the oven so everything stays warm. So you could potentially double this recipe and serve a large group of people and keep all your pancakes warm. Behind the scenes. It really is quite tricky not to just eat the pancakes as they're there. I just want to eat them. I don't have patience. I want to shove it in my mouth. Uh-oh, little escape artist. So this recipe is a spicy tempeh salad. If you haven't had tempeh, do give it a go. Or you can swap this out for tofu if you really don't like tempeh, because I know it is a bit of a love-hate. It's just fermented tofu and it kind of looks like loads of little pieces of big rice or orzo or something. Or as Ali just said, what did you just say? Vacuum-packed corn on the cob. So yeah, it's definitely a love-hate, but I personally love the taste. So give this a go, and it's got really delicious dressing and it's just perfect as a quick meal. It's got loads of protein in it, so yeah, really good for your gut as well because it's fermented. So we're going to marinate the tempeh in 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Use a mixture of dark and light. Dark adds a nice colour. Half a teaspoon of curry powder, and then some salt and pepper. I thought this would get underneath it, but not at all. And then I'll just pop this in here while I'm making the salad to marinate. For the dressing, you'll need half a lemon, the juice of, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, a sprinkle of chili flakes, and some salt and pepper. So I'm just chopping up a head of broccoli, and then we're going to get some sugar snap peas and just blanch them in some boiling water for around 2 minutes. So we're just going to fry this in a pan until it's all nice and golden, and meanwhile we'll prepare the salad. 4 spring onions, 200 grams of tomatoes, grate 1 carrot. I've got a nice purple carrot here from Riverford. 2 sticks of celery, chopped up all small. 200 grams of bean sprouts, half of an iceberg lettuce shredded, a small handful of chopped coriander, and then a sprinkle of red chilli if you like chilli. And then top it all with your tempeh. And you can add however much tempeh you like. You could do more than this, depending on who you're serving it for. I'm gonna have to eat one of those, sorry. So this bowl is all for me. No, this is a huge portion. This would be great if you're serving it for lots of people. But let's try this. Another great addition to this would be a sprinkle of sesame seeds. In fact, I'm definitely gonna put some on there. Like I mentioned, if you don't like tempeh, swap it out for tofu. It would taste really good. Or if you have like a vegan meat alternative that you love, that could also work too, but yeah. Sweet and sour tofu, super easy and adaptable as a midweek quick meal, stir fry. You don't need to go buy the sauces. This is a foolproof recipe that you can just adjust to whatever veg you have in the cupboard. We're going to start by pressing the tofu. I'll link this below because I get lots of questions on this. It's called ToFuture. If you don't have one, just put your tofu in between some plates, put something heavy on top, maybe wrap it in a tea towel or something to get some of the excess water out. We're going to chop this up and get cooking. So I'm just going to chop the tofu into chunks. Just going to pop this in a bowl with some corn flour and seasoning. We're just gonna fry this in a pan. The corn flour really helps for the tofu to absorb some of the moisture, so it will fry better. And if you have issues with tofu falling apart or not getting crispy or browned, then try this method first, where you just fry it with corn flour and then set it aside and then carry on cooking, and you can add it back later because it really creates a firm little brown crisp cube of tofu. Now it's golden brown, I'm just gonna put it in a bowl and set it aside. Another key thing for cooking tofu is non-stick pans, because if you have a crappy pan, it's gonna be a mess. So get yourself a good non-stick. I'm gonna add 1 onion and some garlic to the pan. For the sauce, we'll use 2 tablespoons of ketchup, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. I'm going to use dark and light soy sauce. 3 tablespoons of rice or cider vinegar. Once the onions are softened, add in a red pepper and a green pepper. And then 80 ml of water, or 1/3 of a cup. That's not a big enough bowl. Add in 100 grams of pineapple all chopped up, and then your sauce. It wouldn't be a recipe of mine if I didn't forget something, so I was supposed to put the brown sugar in the sauce, so add your brown sugar into the sauce, but I'm just gonna put it straight in here, and you'll need 2 heaped tablespoons. And now it's simmering, we're gonna add in our tofu. Oh, I've got food on my dress already. This smells really yummy. So let's dig in. The tofu is perfectly juicy. Absolutely delicious. If you like spice, definitely add some sriracha into the sauce or some chili flakes on top or sliced chili. Perfect, easy meal to make any week of the, any day of the week.
Any week of the day.
Any week of the day. The best bit. Ta-da!
The windows closed, the fear and doubt. I stopped and turned, trying to find out.
Make the face the cat's making.
Look at his little funny face. I got it from Anthropology, FYI. Love that place.
Eternity, 7 days in another country.
So I'm kind of dumb and I forgot to put the bay leaves in at the start. So put them in when you put the garlic in and with the oil and the onions and fry them up then. But I'm just going to plop them in. We all make mistakes.
We got time after this, but I'll need you as my brightest light. Even in the darkest night. You shine so bright.
For this budget recipe, we're doing a potato and spinach curry. Curries are so economical because you can use such a small amount of ingredients and focus it all around the spices and the base of onion and spices and add whatever you want. Potatoes are very cheap, spinach is very cheap, and depending on the time of year, you could swap it for other vegetables. So you could use green beans, you could use kale, like you can change it up, but spinach is a great one because it's one that we all know and love. So let's get cooking. Now we have our chopped, peeled potatoes. We're going to parboil them for 10 minutes before everything else. And don't do it like I did it, put the potatoes in first before you put the hot water in. The key to a delicious curry is to make sure that you're cooking your spices before. I know it's easy to skip this, but you want to fry your spices so that they get really delicious smelling. So we'll start with a teaspoon of cumin seeds and a teaspoon of coriander seeds. And add a splash of water just to create a bit of a paste. Now we're adding in some chopped tomatoes and frying these for a minute or two. Then add your drained potatoes. And then 250 ml of stock. Hadn't mixed that very well. And 2 tablespoons of tomato puree. I'm just going to finish this tube off. And then bring it to a boil and put the lid on. And then let that simmer for around 10 minutes. Add your spinach, pop the lid on until it's wilted. And finally, I'm adding in 150 ml of coconut yogurt. hope you enjoyed those recipes. Like I mentioned at the start, lots of them are featured from my ebooks, Plant Kitchen Comforts and Versatile Vegan. If they are on my website, I will also link those too, so you can go check them out. But if you wanted to check out the bundle, it's going to only be available till the 10th of July, so you get all of those incredible guides, I think it's 150 of them, for just $50, where they usually would be $4,000, so it's like a 99% discount. The only catch, I promise you this is the only catch because I know it sounds like a crazy deal, is that it's available for a short period of time. We're collaborating, all of us plant-based creators, to share this with you because it's what we care about, it's what we're passionate about, it's what our expertise is in, and we want to share the love for this short period of time so you can get all the information you need if you're wanting to go vegan or plant-based or wanting to just improve your lifestyle and live a healthier lifestyle in general. So I'll leave a link down below, make sure you don't miss out, and make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!